playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, they can...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Fires to the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it will go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Makes a man miss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Using his legs, it's ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Grabbed behind the line, it's ball. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, and you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little far.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Flagway. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that at their physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To give out of the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Safe little shovel pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Breaks into the open. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Dogs are facing third and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the... And they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To throw, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They run the reverse. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Gators! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Big Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 21 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Gets away. Forced out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. So now it's second and long. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he can hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Sails one into the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
He'll try to take it back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Bulldogs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's got it on the move. He's trying to get it in.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own and rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free and he's able to just walk in, but the defense was prepared and they're ready for it. They make the tackle inbounds, now setting up 4th.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
A little bit back. Start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Slips away. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They booted away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. With that last... Things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Running to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. But you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
With the catch, it's ball. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Gets it out fast. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.